the moment you just look at a situation or like a person or something that happened, and you ask the question why you're feeling that way or why is that bothering you, it gives you a perspective, like from a distance, like you're not fully involved in it. Come up to the conclusion that, oh, it's because this makes me feel like this and this and that. What this person did makes me feel betrayed or less worthy or whatever it is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Veronique.
And I'm Silvia.
Welcome to the High Vibes and the Mind podcast,
where multicultural moms connect. Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Silvia and I'm here with Veronique. How are you, Veronique?
I'm good. Hello, everyone.
Good. So today we're going to talk about ways that you can let go of things that no longer serve you. And there are several ways you can do that. I know it's easy to get attached to a situation or to something, and it can be very hard to let go of it. So we're just going to discuss ways that we think that works, that we can achieve that. Sometimes it's not right away. It's going to take a while, but it's a process, a few things that you can do to make that happen, or at least get closer to letting go. And so, Veronique, what do you think? What would you like one way that you think would be easy to, or start to let go of something that no longer serves you?
I'm not really good at that. Just to start with this, I'm someone who always, if something bad happen, I would think about it. But I'm getting better at it now. Because I have a new vision also on life. And sometimes I'm just thinking, is that really important? Is that really important in my life? That thing, that issue. So what's really important, I think, is to acknowledge, that something wrong is happening, because sometimes we want to put it on the side and say, oh, this is not important, but you're still mad about it. So sometimes you just acknowledge, like, okay, I'm mad. It's not a big thing. It's gonna go away, and like you say, it might take some time. But at least recognize that you're mad about something. It could be out of your power, to take care of it. It could be it's not in your hand, maybe, for this thing to be resolved. But at least you acknowledge your emotions. And if you start, you're frustrated or you don't know what to do, just let your emotions go, and it will go away anyway. You cannot stay mad for that long, like you say, it doesn't serve you anymore. So just let it go. But at least, you need to acknowledge that you're mad, because some people, sometimes they don't. And we had this guest, I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was Leah. Remember, she was talking about her husband not acknowledging something about his parents, if I remember well. He was mad about his dad or something like that. And it took him like 10 years to acknowledge it. And finally, he cried about it or something like that. He never cried, and he cried about it. So can you imagine? And we were like shocked when she was telling us about that. To 10 years for him to acknowledge that he was mad by his parents. So yeah, don't do that to yourself. Acknowledge your emotions.
Yeah, I agree. And I also try to understand why you're feeling that way too. Because it's always good to ask the question, why am I feeling this way? Why am I resisting this person, this situation? Why am I having this type of reaction? Because once you do that, you can actually separate from the issue easier, I don't know what it does or why it does that, but the moment you just look at a situation or like a person or something that happened, and you ask the question why you're feeling that way or why is that bothering you, it gives you it gives you a perspective, like from a distance, like you're not fully involved in it. You're looking at from far away, and you can actually come up to the conclusion that, oh, it's because this makes me feel like this and this and that. What this person did makes me feel betrayed or less worthy or whatever it is, But knowing, just making that you can make that question, and then the answer you get from that, from a neutral perspective, that's where you're gonna be able to make a shift, or to like, oh, okay, yeah, this is why, because I'm feeling, because this person makes me feel like that, or or it's not even like it's the person's fault when you think about it. It's really like, why
Hmm.
are you letting yourself feel that way?
Yeah.
Why are you feeling that way? So I don't need to feel that way. I don't need to feel like a victim or pity, like self-pity. I don't need to be angry. you know Sometimes I know that you don't have to hang out or get along with everyone. There is also one thing
Hmm.
that you don't really need to, and it's okay to let go of relationships that don't work anymore. People that you're friends with, or you're hanging out a lot and you're not interested in doing that anymore. It's not working out anymore. It's fine to just say like, okay, we are done here. We're closing this book and moving on. Just being okay with, this is part of my past. We've grown and we are in different paths, and it's fine. You go that way, I go this way, and both of us are going to be okay. Especially if you don't have any negative feeling, because for me, like, I
Hmm.
have some people that I just don't get along with anymore, but I'm
Hmm.
okay with it. I don't feel like I need to be, I don't need to have this person next to me or hanging out with me anymore. So I'm okay with that. So you go a different path. I wish you the best of luck. No hard feelings. See ya. And I'm good. This is like a
Yeah.
great way of letting go without any resentment and bad feelings. Like, whatever happened. We're just not clicking anymore. Bye. You know.
Yeah, that was a big issue for me when I was younger. Thank God, not anymore, because now I think I surround myself with people who are um healthy mentally. And for some of the new listeners, we have a lot of we do podcast about toxic friend.
Hmm.
You can go ahead and check it out. And there was a time of my life when I had a, a gang of toxic friends around me. I don't know why. It's like I track them, or there was a lot also of them from school that I kept contact with. And sometimes, you don't grow the same at all. Really different interest. And
Yeah.
some of them, sometimes they don't understand your interest, or they don't understand why you're doing something, or why you want to do something, and they get mad at you because one of my best friends got mad at me because I wanted to leave to go to England to learn English because I really wanted to work for an airline. And he got mad. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna leave me? I'm not leaving you. I'm living my life. Can I? Do you mind? Is that okay?"
Yeah.
And it was really toxic, really, really toxic. And there was a big issue I had, back in the days, to get rid of this kind of people, and it was one after another. I'm telling you, we had a podcast about that. Go and listen to
Yeah.
it. It's really funny.
It's a good one.
I told I told Silvia about that friend also who was completely crazy, was crying at my wedding, almost ruined my
Yeah.
wedding. It was too much. But yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's hard for us to just get rid of some people, because like Joel Osteen said, you cannot bring everybody with you.
Oh,
Some
yes.
people,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna have to leave behind. They don't serve you anymore, and you don't serve them either anymore. It could be also you. Could be
Yeah.
you also. You don't serve them anymore, so you don't bring them anything also in their life, because they're
Hmm.
doing something else. So yeah,
Yeah. And it's
um,
okay. Totally okay.
and it's okay. Yeah. Something I think it's very important, and I also talk about that in another podcast, is to focus on the present, because I think we spend too much time thinking about the future. What's going to happen? My God, that could happen, that couldn't happen. And also, reminiscing too much about the past. He did that to me. She did that to me. He said
Uh-huh.
that. He went there. I remember when I was mad at one of my friend a few years ago, and I'd be waking up in the morning and just think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Waking up and I was mad. And after a while, I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I cannot live my life like this, being
Yeah.
mad,
It can
just
be good.
waking up. And I was pregnant also with Eden. And I'm like, this is not good for the baby. I cannot wake up and be mad because the baby's going to feed it. And I don't know what I did, but after a while, I was like, no, you cannot do that anymore. Just trick your mind not to think
Hmm.
about that, and maybe concentrate on something else.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
because,
Like, try to literally just switch the focus, think about something else, read a book, or do something that is just like,
yeah.
yeah, like, oh, this is like me being silly again. It's like silly me again thinking about this person. Like, you can almost, when you give it a name to whatever the way you're behaving, it's a good way to
Mhm.
kind of get detached from it. I'm like, oh, this is silly Sylvia thinking about what other people are thinking about her. Like, let's, just move
Oh,
on. So, yeah,
that's a good trick. I never do that. Silvia
yeah,
Veronique, again,
I
thinking
get,
about that
yeah,
friend.
like, oh, you're worried about your friend, like, and what you're feeling so pity for yourself. So you make it like in a funny way, like you bring
Mhm.
the vibe to a higher level. You like almost
Mm.
like laughing at yourself, which that's what my
Yeah.
psychic teacher always, when we are doing readings, he always emphasizes in the importance of bringing the energy up, even when we are talking about something serious. Make a joke, make something funny. Instantly you change the energy, you change the vibration, and then you feel lighter, when you just like laugh at it. It's like, oh, this person is trying to ruin my birthday. Oh god, that's funny. That's what you have to do. Someone is trying to
Really?
sabotage your birthday party. You just
Somebody
like
try to do that?
just say those things happen, right? Once in a while, you're gonna have those people in your
Someone tried
life,
to ruin. Somebody tried to ruin my wedding.
or like a
It's
wedding.
okay.
Like, oh god, yeah, like you gotta laugh at
Mhm.
that. You
Oh
just
my
laugh,
god.
and then all the
Mhm.
resistance, negative thoughts, and negative vibrations from that thing alone goes away. I know it's
Mhm.
hard when it's something much more serious, right? It is
Yeah.
hard.
Yes.
But it just, even if you can just make it whatever you can, you don't need to go from 0 to 100. You can just make small, little changes, like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit better here. So that's good
Mhm.
enough. It's just a progress that you go through bit by bit.
Yeah.
And I know that with this that's a person that I had an issue with. And I was like, okay, this thing happened in the past.
Yeah.
And why am I still thinking about it? I should just, because when I think about it, then I get mad, like, oh yeah, like you were saying,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, how dare they do that? And it has to get to a point which I'm getting closer to it. For me, it's like I feel good not spending time with the person anymore. So that's awesome. I don't need to
Mhm.
spend time with the person. I don't want to be around, and I love it. So this is a high vibe thing. Acknowledge to know that I feel great when I'm not around the person. But when I think about what she
Mhm.
did or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, here I go again. So that's when it's time for me to be like, this is silly, whatever. They try to do that, but here I am standing strong and whatever. It's past. Who cares?
Sometimes I wonder, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we always go? Sometimes we're happy, everything is going fine, and then we, but she did this or he did that. Is it our ego talking? Is that the ego?
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, like try to sabotage the what you're feeling.
But then you're like, but that, that bitch or that asshole, he still did that to me, or he said that, 2 weeks ago.
Well,
Why?
it's a
Why are we
good
doing
point.
this?
I think we are afraid of feeling total bliss and happiness. It's
Oh.
almost like, oh no, it's too good. I can't be that happy. Like
Mm-hmm.
something. I think that's what it is. What it
Mm.
comes down to. It's just like, is that okay for
It's a
me
good
to
one.
feel fulfilled and happy, and everything's working out for me, and everything's going great? Yeah, I think it might be a natural thing. I wonder, maybe we should have a podcast about that, huh?
Yeah. Why we
Why we
sabotage?
sabotage that,
Maybe
or why
the
we.
f- the fear that is going to go away, so that this
Yes,
bliss
yes, yes.
to lose it, the
Mm-hmm.
fear to lose it. So something has to go wrong this way. It's not a big, bliss, and it's not perfect, and something bad happen.
Exactly.
You're not going to lose anything. So
Exactly.
sometimes it's too good to be true.
I
You
know.
know.
And we shouldn't think that way, but yeah, it's so common. Yeah. So I would love to first to talk more about that, have a podcast to discuss there that
Mhm.
this thing, because it's in all of us. It's just everything's so great, but then at the same time you think, no, I deserve it. Yeah, that's fine for me to
Yeah.
have everything to be working out. It's okay. It's important to just be able to switch that, but it is hard. So I think it'll be
Yeah.
good for us to have
We
a
have to
discussion about that.
we have to reprogram, our brains
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes.
That's why it's good
Constantly.
to meditate, meditation,
Yeah.
anything like that, for your brain to take a break and reprogram,
It's really
affirmations,
good.
doing our
Yeah,
affirmations.
affirmations always
Really
work.
good. Yeah.
I think they do.
And
And
also maybe when you have those negative thoughts like that, think about something new you could do, like create, new goals, some positive things to do, positive habits. This way, you put the bad, when you have acknowledged your emotion, and what was the problem, and you want to move on, which is, by the way, this part also you have to do also is like, forgive.
oh yeah,
Forgive the person about. Did you forgive that person with the birthday party? Did you forgive her?
I did.
You
I have,
did.
yeah, but
Okay.
the thing is, like, I forgive easily. That I have no problem forgiving people. But I
Mm-hmm.
would love if they also acknowledge what they did wrong, and this person never did,
Mm.
or never like reached out to me and say like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I tried to
Because she
ruin your
doesn't know,
birthday
Sylvia.
party."
She doesn't know she did something wrong. For her, she's in the right. She doesn't know
Yeah.
she was. Does she even know you mad at her? You were mad at that? Did
Well,
she
she
know? I don't
knows I was
remember.
mad at that. She knows
Oh, she
but
knows.
she's so, the thing,
Okay.
she's so almost like, I think she's a narcissistic type of person that everything, and they say narcissistic people love
Mm.
to ruin big celebrations and events. Did you know about that? They love to ruin a birthday party, a wedding, like wherever it's like a big
Yeah.
celebration. They're gonna love to find a way to crush it or to cause
To
some
be the center of
chaos.
attention.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like my
that's what she
crazy friend
did.
with the wedding.
Yes, and your friend. So they don't realize what they're doing. They are, or like they're so full of themselves that they're like, they don't even, like you're saying, she didn't realize it because maybe she's a narcissist and she
Mm.
just doesn't realize. She's like, oh, I saw that what I did, like the way she's thinking, like I did everything right, so I didn't
Yeah.
do anything wrong. But no, you did, bitch. So, but it's okay. I love you. I forgive you.
Just to let you know. Yeah,
No,
I
but I
don't know
forgive.
if you love her. You forgive her. I don't know if you
I
love her.
forgive. Yeah, I don't love. No. I mean, it
Yeah.
would be great if I love. I mean, I wish her the best. Like, okay, good, best of luck.
Yeah.
Just don't want to
Yeah.
be too close to the person. And I definitely forgive everything that happened, but I just don't want to be around someone who still do those things because she still acts that way.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, no, I don't want that. But it's behind me, and we try to move on if possible. If I don't have to see the person every 5 minutes, that would be great.
that's that's why I always wish the best, to those kind of people, because I'm like,
Hmm.
if I wish them the best, if the best happened to
Oh
them,
yeah,
they
yeah,
won't be like that anymore. And then they might not do this what they did to me to another person.
yeah,
It's something, because when something is good in your life, you don't want to be like this. You want
yeah,
to be, you want to share the good with other people.
yeah.
So yeah, wishing you the best, and
So that they can get better and become better people, right? You want
yeah,
everybody, ideally people to be nice so that they can avoid behaving like doing nasty things to other people. So just be nice, you know?
and sometimes, yeah, I had this kind of person in my life, and I think she didn't even realize what she was doing. I'm telling you, she didn't, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
narcissistic, like crazy, but she
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what she was doing. I'm sure, because now I can see, when I think about it, she was the way like this 24/7, non-stop. It was exhausting to be your friend. I'm telling you,
But wanting
it
to be
was
a center of
exhausting
attention, like she wanted to.
all
No.
the time, all the
Yeah,
time. And the
yeah.
thing is, I have a big personality, and I don't want to be the center of attention. But without even trying, sometimes I am, because I have a big personality, right? I like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I laugh very loud, so people know sometimes they like that. And she couldn't take it. She's like, okay, I need, I need to be the center of attention too. Bitch, you could be, but you don't need to step on my toes to do it. There's
Did,
room for everybody here.
did she start
There's room
laughing
for
louder?
everybody.
Did
No, she
she?
can't. She can't beat me on that. No way. But like I told you, for my wedding, she wanted to wear a sari. So that's from another podcast also, I think was Toxic Friends. She wanted to wear a sari,
She
and
wanted to what?
she wanted to wear, those those beautiful Indian dresses.
Oh, I
It's
don't know
called a
what that is.
sari.
Oh, okay.
Those dresses, and she wanted to wear that for my wedding in the Caribbean. I'm like, why do you want to wear that? This is not an Indian wedding, and you're gonna be very hot. Why do you want
But
to wear
why?
that
Is
kind of
she
dress?
Indian or no? She just
No, she's
wanted to wear
not.
that.
She's not Indian. She wasn't Indian. And she
Oh my
wanted to wear
goodness.
that because she would have been the center of attention, because she would have been the only one wearing that
Oh,
kind
I
of dress.
see. I see. Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm the freaking bride. What is your problem? I'm the bride. Nobody's gonna have to look at you. Look at me, okay? And she wanted to wear that. And then finally her sister told me, no, she's not gonna buy it. It's too expensive. Of course it's expensive. Those kind of dresses are very expensive. So no.
What's so
And
crazy?
it's not
What a
your wedding.
crazy idea. Like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this Indian dress for a wedding. Like, yeah.
So now I can laugh about it, because I let go of that a long time ago. But and so now just laugh about it every time I tell this kind of stories. But at that time, that thing would make me so mad. Why do I have to invite her to my wedding? And she wanted to take over, and she said, I'm going to be the one signing the paperwork. When I didn't want her to be the one, but she just proposed herself. She volunteered herself to be the witness.
Oh, jeez. And she's the one who was crying, like making a big scene with the crying, right?
Yes. Love. Oh, I'm like, no, get out of here. Get out of the podium, please. Get her out of the church. Ruining my wedding. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, yeah. This sounds like
Anyway,
she has
so
serious problems for sure.
yes,
But
and
we forgive those
we
people.
forgive. Those are not my problem anymore. She was a big
Mhm.
part of my life for a long time. And the thing is, we had very good time together. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. I would never thought that girl will ever leave my life, because we were like sisters. We're really, really
Mhm.
close. I know she really loved me, but I think she had mental issues, which I didn't know at that time. She had, but now I think about it, she had mental issues. So yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't possible. But yeah, I forgave her. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, thank God.
That's good. Does she live where? In France or
She lives in France.
Caribbean?
Yeah,
Mm.
last time I heard, yeah, she lives in France. So
Yeah.
best luck,
Well,
best luck to you. Best
best
wishes
luck.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best luck to you. You just have to really leave those, people that don't no longer we don't have that connection anymore. Just pretty much, yeah, leave it
Yeah.
behind. It's okay to do
Yeah.
that. Because I remember, that while I was hanging out before I met Patrick, my husband, and I had all this group of friends also that we were
Hmm.
doing things every weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, going on trips, doing so many things together.
Yeah.
And then I don't talk now to any of them. Any of them was a group of five or six.
None of
That
them. Zero.
everyone zero. They all went their different ways. There was a lot of gossip going on, and I feel like that's why for
Wow.
me, you realize that some people are gonna go through. They're gonna be part of your life as just
Hmm.
like these are the party people. These are
Hmm.
the friends for life. These ones are the friends that are like your kids hang out with, and you hang, like I almost feel like I
Yeah.
can give a name, a denomination to each group. And at the
Hmm.
time, they were a group of people that was hanging out with me just to party, and we had
Yeah.
a great time to get together partying and having fun. But I
Hmm.
moved on from that. They also moved on. They had kids and everything. And like you feel like, okay, how do we connect? I don't think we can get together anymore because
There's no more
that's all that we
party.
had. Yeah, we have kids. Like, what am I gonna talk to you about? Like Saturday nightclub that we went to. Like, it's just no. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It loses the purpose. So you move on to the next group of people that you feel like, okay, we have something common with what I'm living through right now. With kids and families. But at the time, they were the party friends, and that's it. They stay there. They did not move forward with me, and
Well,
it's okay.
one of my cousins, she asked me once. I had this friend also at party hard when we used to work at Air France together when I was in London. And after I moved to the United States, we're still, talking to it on the phone all the time. He was one of my, best gay friend, always partying like crazy. Then I met Pascal and I calmed down a little bit, right? And he was still partying hard. And
Mm.
my cousin, she asked me, she's like, where are you going to, she's like, where are you going to place him in your life? I was
Yeah,
like,
yes,
what?
exactly.
She's like,
That is
yeah,
the question.
it
Where does
doesn't
it fit?
fit. It doesn't fit in your life anymore. She's like, where are you going to put him? And in
Hmm.
my mind, I was like, what do you mean? Of course, he's going to be in my life. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. quickly disappeared. On his own, he left me
Uh-huh.
because he realized that, we didn't have to this party life anymore, and he moved on from me. And I'm like, okay, bye-bye. I didn't even try to get him back or whatever. I realized,
Yeah, it's just
this to
hard.
end.
It's
This
just
need to end,
like,
yeah.
how are you gonna hang out with people who have totally different lifestyles than you do? It gets kind of. Are you gonna be talking about the past? How sad is that? Oh, remember when we did this and that? Oh,
Girl,
remember when you? Oh, how about that time? 20
we're not
years
even
ago. It's kind
we
of
were not even
sad.
talking about the past. We were talking about his current partying life, which I wasn't interested in anymore. I couldn't. I'm like, we're in our 40s now. You're still partying hard at the club with, I don't know, with guys. And are you gonna, I don't know, are you gonna find a partner, life partner, and buy your apartment? You've been telling me for 10 years you want to buy an apartment. You have the money. The money's in the bank waiting. What are you doing? Are you gonna buy that apartment? Yes or no? Are you gonna go out with that guy you've been luring on for like 3 years? Yes or no? And still like partying hard, and I mean, I don't know, afraid to move on, I guess. And I was listening sometimes for hours on the phone, and Pascal was like, "Who are you talking to again? I left 2 hours ago. You're still on the phone with that guy?"
Oh.
No, that was too much of my time. I gave him a lot of my time, and I did my charity. Seriously, I did my.
Yeah.
I pay my dues.
Being the shrink, the therapist.
Yes. Being the shrink, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let go that person.
Let it
Oh
go.
yeah, definitely. But yeah. So to recap a little bit.
Yeah. So what did we talk about? Ways to let go.
Okay. Yeah. So to let go, you need to acknowledge your emotions, know why you're mad, and recognize that you're mad, but not stay mad forever. Practice forgiveness. Try to forgive, because when you forgive, you may not forget, but you can forgive.
Yeah. Agree.
Something I like to do, focus on the present. I like to do that. It's hard to do, but focus on the present. What else? Try to create new goals, positive habits. And yeah, don't try to hang on to people that don't fit in your life anymore. I mean, if they have to go, they have to go. You cannot take everybody with you. So
yeah. You can't. There's not room for everybody like that.
Yeah.
The bus is full. Don't have any more seats available.
The bus is full. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure some people did it to me. I didn't even realize,
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, a girl did it to me. Oh, that's for another story.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I want to hear it.
And I was mad. Yeah. She did to me. She told me the bus was full. She did. Yeah.
Can't believe that.
Yeah, she did very well, that biatch. Anyway.
I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Oh, no.
She forgives Veronique forgives her.
Yeah, actually, I don't even think about her anymore, so I guess I forgive. Yeah, I don't even think about it. But thank you for listening. Shout out to everybody in California, United States, Germany, and Australia. We appreciate that you hang out with us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We have a Facebook page that we're trying to grow, so you can join our page, High Vibes and a Mic podcast, and also we have a channel, a YouTube channel, if you want to see our clips.
Yes, and leave your review if you can on the podcast platforms that you use. That would be great for us. It really helps us grow and get more visibility.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe on any platform you're listening to us. Subscribe. This way you can get all our new episodes also. Very important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to High Vibes and a Mic. Until next time, laugh hard, stay silly, and never forget to bring your sense of humor. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.